In a quiet corner of the world lies a beautiful orphanage, surrounded by endless green fields and towering forests. To the children who live there, it's a place filled with love, laughter, and the hope of one day being adopted into a happy family. But behind its peaceful walls lies a secret no one was ever meant to uncover. And the moment that secret comes to light, their ordinary childhood turns into a desperate fight for freedom. Hello everyone, welcome to Twistopedia. Today we explore the gripping story of the Promised Neverland, where the safest place in the world hides its darkest secret. Our story begins in a beautiful orphanage called Grace Field. Surrounded on every side by green meadows and thick forest, it looks almost like paradise. The children here live like one big family, calling each other brothers and sisters. Watching over them is a woman named Isabella, but the children simply call her Mom. Mom Isabella makes sure every child gets an excellent education. Every single day, they're given an IQ test. She tells them it's so that whoever adopts them will find it easy to settle in. But this orphanage has two rules that feel strange. Every child wears a number tattooed on their neck, and no one is ever allowed past the fence surrounding the grounds, not even near the main gate. Isabella warns them the outside world is far too dangerous, so they must always stay within the fence. Soon we meet three of the children, Emma, Norman, and Ray. One afternoon, the kids play a game of hide and seek. Norman finds everyone with ease, using nothing but sharp instinct, even catching Emma, the fastest of them all. This game, it turns out, is really just another way of sharpening their minds. Then comes the news. A 6-year-old girl named Connie has been adopted. Sweet, gentle Connie, who never goes anywhere without her stuffed rabbit toy. The rule here is simple. Once someone leaves, they never come back. That evening, Connie says her goodbyes. Everyone is heartbroken. She promises to write letters. But Norman and Ray quietly realize something unsettling. Not one letter has ever arrived from anyone who's left. Mom Isabella walks Connie toward the main gate. A little while later, Emma and Norman are cleaning the hall when Emma spots something on the table. Connie's beloved stuffed rabbit left behind. Emma panics. Connie never goes anywhere without it. Ray rushes in and tells them the light at the main gate is still on, which means Connie might still be there. Grabbing the toy, Emma and Norman race toward the gate. Near it, they find a large truck. Maybe they think Connie is still inside. They creep closer and peer in. The sight stops them cold. Connie's body, lying inside, a single red flower placed on her chest. Emma trembles in horror, the stuffed toy slipping from her hands. Then they hear footsteps approaching. Thinking fast, Norman pulls Emma down, and they hide beneath the truck. From there, they watch two enormous, monstrous creatures emerge. The creatures lift Connie's body from the truck and seal it inside some kind of capsule. As they work, the two casually talk about how the children raised here are considered the highest quality among all the farms. These children, they say, are being raised here for exactly one purpose: to feed the demons. In that instant, Emma and Norman understand everything. This orphanage was never a home. It's a farm where children are secretly being raised for the demons. Then Mom Isabella appears. She speaks to the demons with unsettling calm, promising them smarter children next time, since intelligence, apparently, makes for the finest meal. One of the demons catches a scent on the wind. It looks down and spots Connie's stuffed rabbit lying on the ground. It picks it up and hands it to Isabella. She stares at it, understanding immediately that a child had been here. But before the demons can spot them, Emma and Norman flee into the forest. Deep in the trees, Emma breaks down in tears. She can't believe the woman she loved as a mother could be capable of something so monstrous, and that the place she called home is nothing but a farm raising children to be harvested. Norman comforts her, telling her they have to escape. Emma refuses to leave without the others. Every child in that orphanage, she says, comes with them. Norman promises to help her make it happen. The next day, Emma and Norman force themselves to act completely normal, careful not to raise Isabella's suspicion. In secret, they slip away to the wooden fence at the orphanage's edge. Norman insists that escaping will require an airtight plan, and that the others can't be told the truth yet. Not until everything is ready. Panic, he says, would ruin everything. They climb the fence to scout the area beyond. At the edge of the forest, they come face to face with a massive, towering wall. Climbing it without help looks completely impossible. Norman realizes they'll need strong rope to have any chance. Meanwhile, back at the orphanage, the other children grow anxious. A little girl has gone missing. Mom Isabella arrives, utterly unbothered. She pulls out a strange, watch-like device from her pocket glances at the screen, and walks straight into the forest. Within seconds, she returns with the missing girl in hand. Watching this, Emma and Norman realize something chilling. Isabella has hidden trackers on every child. Trackers that reveal their exact location at any moment. Which means escaping just got a whole lot harder. The next day, Emma and Norman return to the forest, hiding a length of rope inside a hollow tree. That's when Ray catches them red-handed. He demands to know what they're hiding. With no more room to lie, Norman and Emma tell him everything, the truth from that night. Ray, always the practical one, doesn't waste time with disbelief. He accepts it instantly and offers to join the escape. Together, they head to the library, where Ray shows them a set of unusual books, each stamped with the image of an owl and surrounded by strange coded symbols. Working together, they crack the code and discover a name, William Minerva, a man who apparently knows the full truth about this place. Hidden messages left through these very books, urging every child to escape. Hope, for the first time, feels within reach. That evening, Isabella gathers everyone in the main hall. A new caretaker has arrived, she announces, Sister Crone. Crone's presence is unsettling, almost eerie. Emma, Norman, and Ray exchange worried glances. Now there isn't just one set of watchful eyes on them, there are two. Slipping past both will be twice as hard. The next day, the three of them try something new. They gather all the children for another round of hide and seek, except this time, hidden inside the game. They're quietly teaching the younger kids how to hide and how to run. Should danger ever come, no panic allowed on the day it truly matters. That night, they meet in secret. Norman reveals something troubling. Isabella seems to know about their plans before they even finish making them, which can only mean one thing. Someone among them is feeding her information. To flush out the spy, Norman devises a clever trap. He decides to bring two other children, Dawn and Gilda, into the plan, both of whom he's had quiet suspicions about. When Norman and Emma reveal the truth to them, Dawn hesitates to believe it at first. Emma breaks down, telling them Connie is gone from this world forever. Seeing her tears, Gilda accepts it instantly. She knows Emma would never lie. Dawn follows soon after. To catch the real informant, Norman feeds Dawn and Gilda two different false hiding spots for the rope, watching closely to see which one reaches Isabella. That very night, someone slips a secret note under Isabella's door, revealing where the ropes are hidden. Norman, clever as ever, checks the next morning, and sure enough, the ropes are gone. Since only Dawn and Gilda knew that particular spot, suspicion falls squarely on them. Furious, Ray insists he warned them not to trust those two, but Norman only smiles calmly. The real spy, he says, is neither Dawn nor Gilda because there was a third secret location, one he told only a single specific person. Norman turns slowly toward Ray. The real spy, he says quietly, is you. Ray falls silent. Then, without denying a word of it, he admits the truth. To save his own life, he'd made a deal with Isabella, feeding her information about the other children in exchange for staying alive a little longer. He explains that leaving Connie's toy on the table was deliberate. He wanted Emma and Norman to see the truth with their own eyes, so they'd start planning an escape, and so he could finally get out too. Emma and Norman are stunned by his confession, but deep down, they know Ray was never truly cruel, only desperate to survive. Emma tells him they still trust him completely. Instead of casting him out, they turn him into a double agent. Ray will keep playing the informant for Isabella while secretly feeding every bit of inside information back to Norman and Emma. He then leads them to his room and shows them a hidden compartment beneath the floor, where he stashed a device of his own design, one capable of jamming the signal from the trackers embedded in their bodies, so Isabella can no longer trace them. That evening, Ray goes to Isabella and, to throw her off, tells a lie that Emma and Norman are plotting to poison her food. Isabella only smiles, calmly reminding him that his own adoption is just months away. In other words, Ray's time is nearly up too. Hearing this, something inside him goes cold. The next day, 5 children head to the towering wall to test the ropes. That's when Sister Crone appears and catches them in the act. They brace themselves, certain it's over, but Crone stuns them all by saying she wants to help. She pulls back her collar to reveal a mark on her neck. A chip, she explains, planted in her own body. If any child escapes, headquarters can trigger it and kill her instantly. Crone admits her real motive. She wants to remove Isabella and take control of the farm herself. That night, the children gather in her room and she tells them the true, terrifying history of their world. Nearly 1,000 years ago, she says, humans and demons went to war. To end it, the two sides struck a treaty, splitting the world in two, but on one condition: humans would supply children as food for the demons. That's exactly why farms like Gracefield exist. The smarter the child, Crone explains, the more powerful the meal, which is why Isabella pushes them so hard with lessons and IQ tests. The children ask about the tracker behind their ears. Crone confirms it, a tiny device that lets Isabella track their every move from her watch. But little do they know, Ray had already built a way to disable it. So when Crone looks at their faces, expecting fear, she finds none, completely unaware they've already found a way around the trackers. The next day, Crone is in the children's room when Isabella walks in holding a letter. She informs Crone that headquarters has ordered her transfer. She's being made head of another facility, effective immediately. Crone's face falls. She knows exactly what this really means. This isn't a promotion, it's a removal. She realizes there's no way out for her now. But before leaving, she hides a special pen somewhere for the children to find. Near the gate, Crone runs into Grandma, the true head of this entire operation. Desperate to save herself, Crone warns Grandma that the children are planning an escape and that Isabella is covering for them. But Grandma doesn't believe a word of it. Isabella, she says, is the finest mother this farm has ever had. She would never let the children run. At that exact moment, a massive shape steps out of the darkness. Crone screams, but it's over before she can finish. With Crone gone, Emma and Norman waste no time and head straight for the towering wall, determined to finally see what lies on the other side. Meanwhile, back at the orphanage, Ray tries to keep Isabella distracted in conversation, but she sees through him instantly and locks him inside an empty room before heading straight for the forest. Dawn rushes to free him, breaking the lock, and the two of them race to warn the others. But it's too late. Isabella has already reached the wall. She scolds Emma and Norman, reminding them of everything she's given them. Good food, warm clothes, love, and still, they tried to break the rules. Emma rushes forward and grips Isabella tightly, holding her back, shouting at Norman to climb the wall and run. But Isabella wrenches free and, in her fury, twists Emma's leg until it breaks. Emma screams in agony. Seeing this, Norman freezes. He refuses to leave her behind. Isabella, with a cold smile, reveals that tomorrow, Norman will be adopted. In other words, tomorrow is his last day, and he's about to be handed straight to the demons. That night, Ray tells Norman they have only tonight left. They could fake an injury, he suggests, or hide Norman somewhere to delay his departure. But Norman shuts the idea down immediately. If he runs or hides, he warns, Isabella will only tighten security across the entire farm, and escape will become impossible for everyone else. Choked with emotion, Norman tells them he's ready to give up his own life, gladly, if it means saving his friends. The next morning, Norman calmly packs his things. Tucked in the corner of a cabinet, he finds the hidden pen Sister Crone left behind. He realizes instantly this is no ordinary pen. It must hold secrets, maybe even a map, about the world outside. He slips it into his pocket. Before leaving without telling a soul, he climbs the wall alone, desperate to see what's on the other side. What he finds nearly stops his heart. There's no land beyond the wall at all, only a massive, bottomless ravine. Falling into it would mean certain death. He realizes the only way across must be some kind of bridge, one the demons themselves use. He climbs back down quickly and returns to the orphanage, sketching out everything, the ravine, a rough map, on a piece of paper, warning the others never to attempt a blind jump. Instead, they'll need to find the bridge near Isabella's control room. He hides the map and the pen beneath Emma's mattress. As evening falls, it's time for Norman to say goodbye. The younger children, believing he's off to a happy new family, are cheerful. But Emma, Ray, Dawn, and Gilda can't hold back their tears. Emma, leg still broken, clings to him and sobs. Norman gently wipes her tears, says his goodbyes to everyone, and walks beside Isabella toward the gate. She leads him through it and into a room where he meets a wealthy man named Peter, the true head of this entire operation. Peter is visibly impressed by Norman's intelligence and begins explaining the details of the ancient treaty. But Norman calmly tells him none of that matters to him. He came here willingly, only to save his friends. From the shadows behind Peter, a massive, terrifying creature emerges, and Norman is gone. Back at the orphanage, Emma cannot stop crying. Losing Norman has completely shattered her, and with her leg still broken, she can't even get out of bed. Isabella comes to her room, gently stroking her hair, telling her with unsettling warmth that Emma is the smartest girl in this entire orphanage, that she understands her pain. But, she says, it's time Emma accepted the truth. She wants Emma to begin training to become the next mom, a path that would spare her from ever becoming food for the demons. offering instead a life of comfort. Listening to this, something in Emma recoils in disgust. She understands exactly what Isabella is offering, to turn her into another version of herself. Ray, too, is drowning in grief. Norman was his closest friend, and he spends his days sitting silently in a corner. One evening, Isabella approaches him with a smile, telling him his days as an informant are over because he's next in line to leave. He should prepare himself, but Ray shows no fear at all. There's a strange light in his eyes, because deep down, he's already made a desperate decision, one that's about to shake this entire farm to its core. At last, the night arrives. Ray's final night at the orphanage. In the quiet of the dining hall, he sits alone. Emma finds him there, her leg mostly healed now. She tells him there's still a chance. She has a plan, but Ray cuts her off. It's too late, he says. Since Norman left, he's given up on the idea of escape entirely, but he refuses to die as food for the demons. He has his own plan. Before Emma can even react, Ray strikes a match and fire erupts around him, smoke swallowing the room. Emma screams. Isabella comes running, frantic, and finds the room engulfed in fire. Through her sobs, Emma tells her, Ray started the fire. Panicked, Isabella checks her tracking device, and there it is. Ray's signal, right in the middle of the flames. Convinced he's trapped inside, she rushes for an extinguisher, fighting desperately to put out the fire. But the moment her attention shifts entirely to the flames, Emma vanishes without a trace. When Isabella turns back, Emma is gone. All that's left behind is a small trace of what she'd cut away. In that instant, she understands the children have outsmarted her completely. Ray was never caught in the fire at all. It was all an elaborate trick. A flashback reveals the truth. Before leaving, Norman had left Emma a complete plan hidden beneath her mattress. He'd known all along that Ray had made a desperate plan of his own born from hopelessness, so his message urged the others to turn that very desperation into their greatest weapon. After Norman's departure, Emma had shown the secret note to Dawn and Gilda. While Emma lay in bed, feigning her injury, Dawn and Gilda quietly finished preparing the escape for the older children. Ray, watched constantly by Isabella, was kept in the dark about all of it. Now, back in the present, just as Ray was about to light the match, Emma pulled him back at the very last second. With a quick motion, she removed the tracker from behind his ear, which explains the marks left on the floor. She threw the tracker, along with some of Ray's old clothes, into the fire, tricking Isabella's watch into showing his signal still burning. While Isabella fought the flames, the children slipped away. Emma then removed her own tracker as well, and together, she and Ray sprinted for the forest. As they ran, Ray, stunned, asked about the younger kids. Emma smiled. Dawn and Gilda had already removed the trackers from the older children, who were already racing for the wall. The little ones, too young to survive the ravine, had to be left behind for now, but not forgotten. They'd told Phil, the sharpest 4-year-old at the orphanage, everything, promising to return within 2 years to rescue them all. Meanwhile, lantern in hand, Isabella races alone into the darkness, chasing the children through the trees. But with every tracker gone, the kids are, for the first time, truly free. Before long, they all reach the top of the towering wall, and looking down, every one of them freezes in horror. Norman was right. Beyond the wall lies a vast, terrifying ravine, impossible to cross by jumping. But Dawn, gathering every ounce of strength, hurls a rope into the darkness, and it catches on a tree branch on the other side. One by one, the children use makeshift hooks to cross the ravine, clinging to the rope. Almost everyone makes it across with careful precision. Only Emma remains on the wall. Just as she reaches for the rope, Isabella arrives. She begs Emma to stop, warning her the outside world will destroy them. But there's no fear left in Emma's eyes. "Goodbye, Mom," she says. "We'll write our own fate now." And with that, she grips the rope and swings across to the other side. The moment she lands, Dawn cuts the rope loose. There's no way left for Isabella to reach them. Standing atop the wall, she watches the children on the far side of the ravine. She could sound the alarm, summon the demons right now, but something about Emma's courage, about the children's triumph, softens something in her. A memory surfaces, her own childhood, a dream of escape she once had too, before fear won. With a faint, quiet smile, she whispers to herself, "Go, live your lives, little ones." Then she turns back toward the orphanage, gathering the remaining young children into her arms. As dawn breaks, the children emerge from the forest into a vast, open field. Emma presses the button on Norman's hidden pen, and a holographic map shimmers to life in the air, along with a message from William Minerva. Welcome to the outside world. The road ahead is hard, but never lose hope. Norman may not be beside them anymore, but it's his mind that set them free. Gripping everyone's hands tightly, Emma says one final line. This is our new beginning. And that's how the children of Grace Field finally took their first step toward freedom. If you enjoyed unraveling this mystery with us, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Twistopedia, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our next story.